Hey, you know what's going on? It's your boy Hunnit Milez, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards.
Pop out with my gang, you owe me, make sure that bread right. Barely talk on phones, we speaking codes, we ain't the Fed type. Look me in my...
All right, so we got my guy, Hunnit Milez, jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you having me. What's going on with you?
No problem, man. You know, I'm happy you came out all the way down from Jersey.
You know that.
Gotta sit on these steps, though, right?
Exactly. This shit is legendary right here, man.
Nah, for real, man. So first off, how we feeling today, man?
I'm good, bro. I feel good. I've been in Atlanta. I've been moving around, working, you feel me, promoting my new single that's out, promoting my tape that's on the way. So everything was good for the most part.
Yeah, man. So, man, talk about, the vibes here in Atlanta. How does it compare at all to back at home, or?
Nah, it's better than home. I can't hold you. It's better than home, man. It's always stuff going on in Atlanta, man. You got the night scene and the music scene is like every day.
Yeah.
You feel me? When you home, it's not every single day. It's here and there, maybe just the weekend. But in Atlanta, everybody always working, so it's always something going on. You can always network, build. So I love Atlanta, definitely.
And what do you think of like the clubs here in Atlanta? How do they compare
They
to back
lit.
at home?
You can smoke out here. You can't smoke at home.
You can't smoke at home?
Hell no. You can't smoke at home, nah. But so you can smoke. I mean, we get it off. We do what we do,
Yeah.
but like, nah, it ain't legal. You feel me? It's relaxed out here at home. Too much pressure.
Nah, for real, man.
Yeah.
And I saw you was at Gillie Fest last week, man. Talk about that experience.
That was crazy.
That looked like a crazy event right there.
Shout out to Gillie. He threw one. That was real big for Philly. That was real big for Philly. It's a lot going on right out there right now. So, and definitely, Gillie's son just passed. Rest in peace to Cheese. Yeah, that was big for the city. Yeah, a lot of artists come out. A lot of artists supported him. Big artists too, big names. So that was dope.
Yeah. Now, look, like I said, that event looked like it was turned, man. He had
That
so
was
many
crazy.
different artists popping out every other minute. It was like, God, man.
That's what it was. It was back to back. Every other minute you turn around, you're like, damn, I didn't know they was here too. They wasn't in on the flyer. You feel me? But it was like that. We're just like, shout out to my bro DJ Alamo too.
Okay.
He the reason I was in that event.
There you go. Yeah, I see you and Alamo would go way back, right?
Yeah, that's my dog right there. We go back like at least 5 years now.
Okay.
At least 5. So yeah.
How'd you guys connect at first?
It was he had an event in my city actually. It was like a little showcase event. I had pulled up to it and he was on stage dropping gems for the artists actually, and I was feeling actually what he was talking about. And it's crazy because I reached out to Alamo probably 2 days prior to that.
Oh, really?
I wanted him to host my mixtape, and then I just found out he was gonna be in the city. So we got to chop it up. I caught him backstage. We got to chop it up, asking him to host my mixtape. Pulled up to another event that he had probably the next week, and then we really built off of that. And from there, we was rolling. He did the very first mixtape I dropped.
I saw that. I peeped that, man. Yeah. How important is it to have someone like that on your team, man?
It's pivotal, man. Stuff like that, you can't even I always tell him I appreciate him because it's like, that's a person that's experienced in this industry, you feel me? And he know what's going on, he know the way to move around. So you don't get, that ain't something you just run upon, you feel me? You don't stumble upon stuff like that, you feel me? So that's deep. That's a blessing right there for me within itself. He know a lot, he got connections. So between me and Alamo running these plays and setting it up, shit been going good.
No, that's real right there, man. So, for folks that don't know, you're from Trenton, New Jersey, man.
Yeah, Trenton.
Yes.
It's capital, man. That's the capital, New Jersey, Trenton.
Yeah, man. So, on Off the Porch, we don't get too many artists from Jersey, let alone Trenton. Man. So I need you to break down the culture. What really be going on up there, man?
It's crazy. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's wild. Jersey, wild. It's a weird place to be in sometime, but it's like any other city though. You feel me? You got your hood, regular shit, hood shit, street shit. But for the most part, the music scene been evolving out there. So I would rather speak on something more positive about the city. You feel me? The music scene has been evolving, and it's a million artists out there. So we just trying to be heard right now, basically. We in between New York and Philly, so it's a market. It's hard to really break out of that market. Our last really big artist was Fetty Wap, and before that, it was probably I'm talking about on a national level, probably was Joe Budden. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's we get a lot of people that start getting a little buzz, but we never really break that barrier. So right now, I feel like as a state, that's what we're doing as a whole in New Jersey, trying to break that barrier.
Okay. So being from a city like Trenton, how important is it for you to move around to Atlanta, to
gotta.
Philly, to New York?
You gotta move around because you gotta touch these markets, man. Trenton small, you feel me? That shit 7 miles wide, 7 miles long.
Yeah.
So everybody is really on top of each other. That's why there's so much shit that be going on. This shit happen every fucking day out there. So it's you gotta move around and you gotta come make the connections. It's not a place where somebody just gonna find you at. If you ain't putting in that work and moving around, niggas ain't really gonna see you, like, so that's where that, is you serious about this shit come into play, like, cause you really gotta go make connections. You ain't gonna make it out there. Like, ain't no connections to really be made out there. I feel like you gotta be in markets where people gotta come through and you gotta have like certain attractions and shit for people to come through there. We don't really got too much of that.
Yeah, I don't hear of too many platforms in New Jersey at all, really.
It ain't. It's not really. Any platform you gotta go to is probably in New York.
Yeah.
And then in New York, bitch, you like, if I was telling you all Karen, you damn near gotta know the mayor to get on them platforms.
Really,
so
yeah.
that shit crazy. So like moving around, especially like coming to the A, the Atlanta is pivotal. It's pivotal. If you ain't coming through Atlanta to really like come let people know who the fuck you is, you already losing right there, because this niggas out here every day. It's people that live here that's still trying to break through. So like,
absolutely.
You definitely gotta come through here.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to Trenton, do you feel like there's a lot of unity amongst artists, or is it just everyone doing their own thing? Or
I mean, it's some artists here and there that try to put things together. For the most part, I feel like a lot of people be doing their own thing. Trenton probably need a little more unity, you feel me? But everybody, like, people show love. It's just, you know how I go. Certain cliques, fuck with certain cliques, you know how I go. But I don't feel like that's nothing so about nobody should sweat, you feel me? Because it's a whole world out here you need to reach. So it's like, you got this clique that rap together, this clique rap together, you know. Certain people might invite certain people to certain shit. Like, it's everywhere though.
yeah.
But it could be more united than it is.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now, when it comes to the music, is there a lot of different vibes coming out the city, or is
Yeah,
everyone?
man, yeah, there's people out there making dance shit, you feel me? Like they on a little, the rocking your hips type shit. You got people making music like that. I done heard conscious rappers coming out of Trenton as, you feel me? J. Cole type of, you feel me, music. You got the street rappers. It's a lot. Yeah, it's definitely a variety. It's a lot of talent out there, definitely in Trenton.
Yeah.
Man, I advise people to tap into Trenton. It's a lot. It's a shit out there.
So, let's get to know you a little bit more, man. So, like, before the music, what was you into as a kid growing up in Trenton, man? What was you doing?
I played sports till I got to that age.
Okay.
If you know what that age is.
We call it jumping off the porch. I don't know what you guys call it up there.
Jumping off the fucking porch. That's
off
exactly
the stoop
what
or
it is.
something. I don't know if y'all got porches
I played baseball until I got to that age, man. I did a lot of, I watched my brother a lot, you feel me? My brother was in the street, so I seen like, I was playing baseball. I love baseball, you feel me? I was playing baseball, but I also seen the shit he was doing, what he had going on, so it's hard to say I wasn't influenced by the shit. You see money, like, come on. Yeah. I see the shit he doing. He pulling up in different cars every day. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on. He in different rentals every day. He in a rental van, new tech vans and shit, you feel me? So I'm intrigued by that shit too. At the same time, I'm playing sports. So eventually, I ain't gonna lie, that shit grabbed me as a whole, because I just eventually was just saying, fuck baseball. I got kicked off the team a couple of times. It was like, the more I got intrigued by that, the more that went south. So it was like, feel me? If I could do it all again, I'd definitely I'd lean on the baseball a little bit more.
Especially you see these contracts they're giving out today, man.
Shit, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, almost $500 million for some of these players.
Listen, I'll be looking like, God damn, I'll play one season and be out of there. I'm good. I'm set for life. I'm gonna go invest that shit in mad shit. Where is life? They get them. That shit crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna get my son in that shit. Don't worry about it.
Nah, for real.
Definitely gonna
with the baseball contract, it's different. Because the whole thing is guaranteed.
Exactly.
You could be ass. They cut you, they still gotta pay you.
They cut that check, and you good, you lit, you rich. Nah, I'm definitely, my son gonna get in baseball. One of them soccer or something, no cap.
How many kids you got? Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. So what has being a father taught you about life?
It's amazing. It's amazing. That's the best part of my day, man. Like, everything I do is really for him, you feel me? So like I do what I do for him to not to have to go through what I went through. Like, I always look back on my life and just the hard time a motherfucker be having. Like, it might be family issues, it might be anything. Like, you just want to make sure shit is right so they don't go through nothing you went through, you feel me? You can't hide them from everything, but for the most part, you want to prepare them for the shit that you wasn't prepared for, you feel me? So everything I do really revolves around him, you feel me, to better his whole situation.
Nah, that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Facts,
it's about these kids, man.
Hell yeah.
'Cause that's your legacy at the end of the day.
That's what you're leaving behind. When you gone, you ain't gonna be here forever. So somebody gotta be here to carry on the shit that and they gotta basically be on what you was on. Your legacy is basically them continue the shit that you was on. So basically that's somebody being on the same shit that you was on. They may do it in a different way, but they still carrying on you.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, they always want better for your kids than what
Hell
you
yeah.
had too, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So when would you say you jumped off the porch? How old were you?
I probably really jumped off the porch on some real shit when I really said fuck baseball. I probably was like 14. I think my 14-year all-star team, my baseball coach took me out the game. I think they had some favoritism shit going on.
For real?
Hell yeah, like, I think they had some favorite shit, because they used to, they'd go get, like, kids from these townships, you feel me? Like, Notre Dame and shit like that. Motherfuckers that was like, you feel me? They got a little couple dollars and shit. I'm from the hood, you feel me? And I played like, I played in the league with more advanced players and shit, you feel me? So I'm the one from the hood. They all grew up in good homes and shit, you feel me? So I just felt like they was being biased and shit, but they'd go get kids from townships, recruit them for the teams and shit. They don't even live in the township that we playing in. Oh, wow. They just going to recruit them and shit. And one game, he had brought this new player and the nigga, and he benched me, right? That game, I quit. I just took my jersey off, I left. I rode my bike to the game, so all I had to do was ride home.
Okay, you didn't have to sit around and wait for
I left. Put the jersey on the bench, got on my bike, rode home. That was the last of that. Like, I was done.
Did you go to college after school?
Yeah, I did. I went to college in South Carolina.
Okay.
Columbia. I went to Benedict.
Okay.
Yep.
Why South Carolina, man?
I wasn't even trying to go to college for real, bro. I was the last person, and it's a fact, I was the last person in my graduating class to fill out the forms to go to college.
Oh, for real?
Like, you get 4 free ones,
Yeah.
like, that you don't got to pay for because you're coming straight out of high school. I was the last one. My guidance counselor came and got me from my class and made me sit in his office and fill them out until I was finished. So, right, I had no plans on going to college, but my cousin was going to school at Benedict in Columbia, and my mom started telling me, like, you know, Leak, go there, you should go see how it is. I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna see what this shit is about, you feel me? I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. I was tired of Trenton anyway at the moment, like, same shit, like I wanna see something different, so I actually went. When I went, I'm thinking I'm going to school. Mind you, this school done changed. This shit was the hood, bro.
For real?
My school was across the street from 2 projects.
Oh, wow.
On both sides, and they was beefing with each other. That shit was on gangland and everything in South Carolina, no cap.
Damn.
I'm like, damn, yo, I'm back in the hood. So, mind you, I'm in school. I done got into all street shit in school.
Oh, wow.
All street shit. My man behind you can tell you. All street shit. I'm like, bro, I'm supposed to be out on some book bag
shit, right?
going to class. I got kicked out of fucking school.
Oh, shit.
Got kicked out of school. I got suspended for 1 semester. I came back home, and I got locked up at home.
Oh,
I got locked up at home. I came home. I bailed out, came home, but I still had to fight the case. So I went back to school for 1 more semester. Got in trouble again, got suspended, came back home, and I had to turn in. That was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, shit.
I had caught a case out PA.
Ooh. Did you have to do a lot of time? Were you just in and out with it?
Nah, it was some in and out shit.
Okay.
My brother sat for a couple years, but feel me, like, he was a target investigation type shit, but I just happened to be like around when shit was going on, you feel me? So they had me on some conspiracy type shit. Oh, shit. So I sat for a little bit. I came home way before he did.
Okay.
But yeah, they fucked me up with school because when I came home, I had 3 years parole. They gave me, like, I came home on like a Tuesday. They gave me till Friday to get a letter saying that I was enrolled in school.
Oh, really?
But I'm like, how the fuck, my school already was moving slow. I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna do that in 3 days? So I was fucked up. They wouldn't let me transfer my parole to South Carolina, so.
Oh, for real?
Nah.
So that was it, huh?
It was over, I was hit.
Yeah.
So that's when my college shit went out the way, like, it was over. I had to focus on something else. I had to do something else with my time.
So what did you focus on? 'Cause you probably don't want to be in the streets
Man,
if you're on parole, right?
it was really, for a while, it was really just the street, man. I was really trying to find myself for real, like, niggas be in the street, but niggas don't even know what the fuck they be in the street for. Like, what the fuck is you doing? I done seen niggas do the same shit every day over and over for the last 10 years, you feel me? So, like, I was just going through that phase where I'm like, damn, I ain't in school no more. What the fuck I'm about to do? Like, bitch, I really need to find myself, right? So this before my son and shit, so bitch, I just trying to find myself throughout the streets, and I really dug into this music shit in 2018. That was my first time going to the studio. My man used to go, you feel me? He used to go to the studio and shit. He used to lead me, but he'd always come tell us about how he was always in the studio and shit. So he took me one time, and after that, I got the engineering number. I just kept going, kept going. I was fucking with it for a little bit, playing around with it. Got a little bit. I used to put that shit on Facebook.
For real?
I got some good feedback from like local motherfuckers at home and shit. So I just kept doing the shit. That shit just kept growing and growing a little bit by a little bit. By then I linked with Alamo, like that was 2019 or 20. It probably was end of 19. I linked with Alamo. From there, bitch, been running there ever since.
Oh shit.
Now I'm here. I'm jumping off the porch.
It is, man. So did you fall in love with rapping right away, or did it take a while for you to kind of fuck with it?
I mean, nah, I feel like I fell in love with it from day one. That was the reason I wanted to keep going to the studio. It was like something new for me. It was like a new project. I like challenges, you feel me? So it was like just the creativity of putting a wordplay together, putting all that shit together. Like I love, like I do my videos. I be having the motion for all that shit. Like I go in like, I don't even tell the cameraman I'm trying to shoot until I got mapped out what I'm trying to do. Okay. So all that shit is like art to me, you feel me? Creativity, I love putting that shit together. Like I fell in love with that from day one. You kind of fall out of love with music when you go through the bullshit with the business.
All
like
the politics,
all the scamming and all that politics and all the scamming and shit, that make you lose your touch with it, you feel me? But when you got like, shout out to DJ Alamo, you feel me? You got a person like that in your corner guiding you through the right way, it's like, you feel me? That shit become a little easier. Like I had my moments where I'm like, man, this shit is crazy, what the fuck? Like, but you feel me, you just keep pushing. Like, you gonna go through every emotion doing this shit, especially if you really passionate about this shit and it's really for you, you gonna go through every fucking emotion, my nigga. You might have nights where you and that bitch crying, like, what the fuck? You might not even know what the fuck you doing, like, what am I doing? Like, you might feel like you wasting money, but you gotta put that shit in the right places, you feel me? So, there's a lot of homework you do with this shit. This ain't just go in the studio and rap and come out with a song and you upload it.
That's what a lot of people think.
Nah,
but
it's not like that, my
man.
nigga. You think you about to just, I'm gonna go in the studio, I made a song, I'm about to upload it tomorrow, I'm gonna make a video, post that, and niggas gonna take this shit to the moon. It ain't that, my nigga. It's a lot more shit that go with this shit, you feel me? Yeah. So, that's what niggas gotta understand. I always tell niggas, I tell everybody this. If I wasn't rapping right now, I wouldn't have, if I already in, like 2 feet in this shit, I wouldn't have started. I wouldn't start right now. This shit I didn't know what it took jumping into this shit. Now I know though, but I learned how to move also from the whole process of the shit, and I know what to do now, so it's like, it's a little different, you feel me? But I always tell people, if I wasn't rapping already, I wouldn't be doing this shit. Yeah. This shit come with a lot, my nigga.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition in this shit,
and it take a toll on a lot. Relationships, all type of shit, you feel me? Like, so like, shit come with a lot. Yeah. You ain't ready for this shit, don't do it.
So how would you describe your growth as an artist, from when you first started rapping up until today then?
Oh man, I feel like that's huge. My growth been huge because I feel like when I first started rapping, I used to rap so fast, like I feel like my shit used to be bunched up, you really can't understand what I was trying to say. Like, you feel me? You could kind of get bits and pieces, but I start writing too, so like I really go and vibe. Like I'll be in there punching in instead of trying to write my wrist, because I'll get writer's block. And that shit make me want to leave the studio when I get writer's block. So when I'm going there, just listen to the beat, saying what's on my mind, that shit flow better, you feel me? So I like to, feel me, I record like that now. I've been doing that for like probably 8 to 10 months now.
Okay.
That shit been working for me.
Yeah. So we were talking off camera about how you got to appear on DJ K Slay's show.
Oh man, shout out to the legendary.
Talk about that experience, man.
Shout out to the legendary DJ K Slay, man. Shout out to Smitty too, BDM Smitty, man. Smitty made that happen for me.
Okay.
But man, that was an experience, man. I got to get up there. We politics, we talked about music. We talked about my music, my plans, and my goals, and what I was in this for, you feel me? And like, one of the things we talked about was artists getting in thinking that they shit gonna turn around tomorrow, you feel me? And I was just telling him, like, I never got into this expecting that. I ain't expect to be no overnight star. I know this shit. I'm a hustler. I know how to grind, I know how to work, I know how to stay down. I can stay down for years, my nigga, and come up that following year, you feel me? Like, that's just me. So I was just telling him I never got in this shit on that. Like, it never was, I'm gonna make a song and in a month and this shit gonna be everywhere. I knew this shit might take me 7 years. I know that shit might take me 10 years. But it's about consistency. Yeah. And it's about elevating every step of the way, you feel me? That shit you put out, when you put something else out, that shit gotta be better than last time. And that's why I don't really rush so much to get my shit out. I used to just be dropping shit. Alamo used to always be like, bro, why you just be dropping? You don't got no promo behind it. You don't got nothing behind it. You gotta elevate. You gotta rise from that just dropping shit just to be dropping it. Shit gotta have purpose behind it. And you gotta have motivation. You gotta have motivation. You gotta have motherfucking promo behind that shit. You gotta be out here in these people's face. They gotta see you. Yeah. If people don't see what you got going on, they don't know shit. It's a billion people in this world. When you share your shit on your page, that shit go to the people that follow you. Yeah. So you gotta get in front of these other places and talk, you feel me? They wanna see who the fuck you is. That's
real, man. And you went crazy on that freestyle, man. Was that pre-written or was that off the top or?
Nah. I actually wrote some of that and then I went in and started punching.
Okay.
I went in and started punching in off the head. I'll do that, like sometimes I try to start with a couple lines. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I scratch it. It just depends on how the shit flow in the studio. I might get feedback from my engineer. Fuck with my engineer, he does PC Dope. Shout out to PC Dope. He definitely, he helped me out. Like, bro, you could have said this different, and I'll go back in and try to do something different, you feel me? So me and him work together and I come up with this shit, man.
Okay, yeah. So when do you feel like you make your best music then? It's like when you're in a good mood, you pissed off? Or
Nah. So all right, so I make my best music actually early in the day. I hate trying to make music at night. I feel like my brain be exhausted, you feel me? My brain be exhausted.
Which is different than a lot of different rappers.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, niggas like to go in the studio late at night, the day over, they'll be in there till 2 in the morning. I don't like that shit, bro. I like to sleep. I like to go to fuck to sleep, bro. I can go in the studio 2 in the afternoon, I'll be in that bitch till about 7 p.m. Bitch, I'll knock out 5 tracks. Like, that's how I like to record. Early in the day, my thoughts is moving faster. And I go to the gym, so my blood get, the blood flowing and everything, you feel me? I go straight from there, you feel me? Me and my engineer lock in, go from there. Some shit, I try to write a couple lines, then I might punch in on the rest of the shit, you feel me? It just depends on the vibe in the studio.
Okay, yeah. So how do we get the name Hunnit Milez, or who gave you that?
Hunnit Milez, it's crazy, because I wasn't even a fan of that shit when it first came. It was like, I got that from my man, Free Rough Rob, man. My man, he in the feds right now, Free Rough Rob. He gave me that name, actually. We was outside, man. It was some street shit. I was talking to somebody, we going back and forth, you feel me? We just talking about street shit, money and shit, and I'm like, what, bitch? My phone booming, 100 miles per hour. And he just started cracking up. He like, bitch, you crazy. That's your new name, 100 miles, bitch, 100 miles. And he tied it in the blacks. I smoke black. So he be like, bitch, you smoke 100 black miles too. So he like, bitch, you 100 miles. So like, I hated that shit at first. It kind of grew on me a little bit, because I didn't even feel like that was an artist name. And I actually got, that name was before I was rapping, you feel me?
Oh, for real?
But it was either use your government or use what niggas is calling you. So I just ran with that, and it grew on me, because at first I wasn't feeling it, but it grew on me. Now, you feel me, 800, it should be like 100. That's cool.
It's definitely unique. Like, you don't have to worry about someone else popping up with that same name,
800.
too. That's real. So you got to work with Icewear Vezzo, and it looks like you two guys got a pretty good relationship too, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Vezzo, man. That's a real one. He one of them ones, like, I was just telling my man, because he was asking me why I did the Vezzo feature, like, out of anybody, why I went for Vezzo. Like, when I go for features, I don't really, like, it ain't about who popping, you feel me? Like, that play a part, don't get me wrong, because we all trying to reach somewhere, don't get me wrong, you feel me? So he definitely was one of the ones that was on the rise, but I felt his vibe through the music, you feel me? I was really listening to his shit before I wanted him as a feature, you feel me? So I was talking to Alamo, we was just discussing artists that we should do a feature with. And he was one of the ones on the list that stood out. And we actually ran into him at the Coalition anniversary. He pulled up.
Down here?
Out of love, in Atlanta, you feel me? So he pulled up to the anniversary out of love, chopping it up with Alamo. Alamo introduced us. We chopped it up. I got the same vibe I was feeling just off of listening to the nigga music. Like, he sound like he one of them ones, you feel me? Ain't no cap in his rap. Shit he saying, like, street shit is universal, so you understand certain shit, you feel me? And you like, bitch, I'm going through the same shit I be going on. Bitch, he talking about what I'm going through, you feel me? So it was just one of them conversations where I felt like he was one of them ones. We actually ain't even linked for the feature until a year later.
Oh, wow.
A year later, he had mad shit going on. We reached out a few times. We was just trying to line it up. We finally, Alamo was talking to his manager. His manager lined it up, told us a date we could pull out before they was about to do something else. We shot on the first flight to Detroit.
Okay.
Shot out there, we got out there, we chilled, feel me, met up in the studio later on that night. We played the song, he was fucking with it. He like, this shit hard. He got right on that bitch, snapped on it right in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay, he brought the mic was in the other room, he brought that bitch in the room we was on. Snapped right on that motherfucker. I'm like, damn. He was one of the ones, he one of the people that I looked at him was like, damn, like he laid his verse so fast. I'm like, damn, that's what made me want to tighten my shit up a little bit. Cause he went in there all right off the head. I'm like, bitch, how the fuck? Now I went home, I'm like,
a lot of practice.
I'm like, that's when I got on my shit, like, I ain't writing, that's what, I told y'all what, I'm like, I ain't writing nothing no more, bitch. I'm like, I'm about to try this shit. I gotta try this shit. You feel me? He did that shit so fast, bro. So fast. And like, it ain't no pre-made shit, cause a nigga can't pre-made and name drop you feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
He doing shit that rhyme with my name and that bitch. I'm like, oh nah. I gotta step my game up. That shit right there motivate me. I'm like, yeah, I gotta be moving like this. If you wanna come like an artist, you gotta come like this. So that shit was all motivation right there. That shit was lit though. He showed love, he definitely showed love. Him, his manager, his whole team.
Oh yeah.
We're just like.
Nah, everyone over there is pretty solid.
Hell yeah, like I don't know. Them Detroit niggas is, from what I've seen so far, them niggas is solid. And them niggas is about they money and they fucking family, you feel me? So it's like, that's first and foremost, you feel me? Everything else comes second. So like, I respect that. I'm a man at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you gotta be able to stand as a man without none of this shit. Without rapping, without jewelry, without money. And that's the aura them niggas was giving off. And that's why I went for Vezzo with that feature. Yeah. That's on the way too. Make sure I stay tuned for that. Icewear Vezzo 100 miles. It's called Mention Me.
For sure.
That's
man.
on the way, definitely.
Yeah. And you know, he's one of the independent artists that's
Facts.
really blown up.
That was
and that
another
shows other artists like, you don't need a major behind you, man.
They gonna come get you. You just keep putting in the work, doing what you're doing. They gonna come get you. The internet is a powerful tool, and that's one of the advantages that artists got today. Back in the day, trying to be an artist back in the day, damn. Especially independent, damn, like nobody know you trying to come up. Today we got all these social medias, you gotta take advantage of this shit.
Yeah.
For real, like use that to your advantage. Like that shit's gonna get you far. I put you in front of thousands of people that would never see you without this social media. They would never know who you is. All you gotta do, but like I said though, as an artist, that's an investment that some people don't wanna make.
Shit.
That's another thing that come behind this shit. Outside of going in the song, uploading it, You gotta move around and promote yourself. Niggas don't wanna do that.
No, it's real, man. It's also, you gotta sell yourself as a person too, man, because that's gonna make people wanna tap into the music, man.
You gotta people could get you in the room, you still gotta talk for yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
They can't be up there like, yeah, this my man, he rap, da-da-da-da. They gonna be looking like, word. Nigga, you ain't said a word. Introduce yourself, like talk, man. You gotta talk. Like niggas be in there like robots. A nigga have on mad jewelry and be in there like a robot. Nigga, everybody got jewelry and money and cars, my nigga. You gotta show some personality. Nigga wanna know why, bitch, what you got going on outside of this rap shit? Nigga, like, what you do? I wanna know who you is, you feel me? So it's deeper than uploading your fucking music.
No, that's real.
You gotta do
people
more.
want to be able to relate to
Exactly,
you, man.
you gotta do more shit. Or just like,
real. Yeah. So are you interested in signing with a label down the road, or are you happy being independent, or?
I mean, if the situation is right though, like we ain't dummies, like we ain't just, I think I'm bigger than the world, I'm gonna turn this down, you feel me? Like if the situation is right, hell yeah, but right now, I'm independent, I'm gonna keep pushing till that situation come along, you feel me?
Yeah. So Trap or Die, this is the single that's about to drop, right?
Trap or Die, yeah, that's featuring Ot7, that's out right now actually.
Oh, it dropped?
It's out right now, it just dropped today.
I was gonna say, you must have just.
That shit just dropped
Because I looked
today.
for it yesterday, I didn't see
It
that
just
shit.
dropped today, Word is
Okay.
Life. Yeah, it's out. Ot7 Quanny on there, Trap or
Okay.
Die.
Yeah.
He had pulled up, he came to the city, matter of fact.
Oh, for
I
real?
reached out to him, we was talking.
He's so
like,
dope too, man.
It's crazy, because it's hard to really reach out to a lot of these artists, like, you know, trying to get in contact and actually talk to him. So it's like, he was with it, like, he hit me on the thing. We got on a little video call.
Okay.
Talking, chopped it up, set it up, let each other know we are serious about the situation. He came, pulled up right to the city. Laid that shit right there in front of me. We shot the video right there.
Okay.
So that's on the way too. The video on the way too. Stay tuned. Trap or Die featuring Ot7 Quanny.
For sure.
Yeah, he definitely got a buzz going on right now.
Oh, he's
doing
huge
it.
in Philly
He
right
doing
now,
his
man.
thing. Hell yeah. He top 3 in Philly right now. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
So I ain't heard the song, man. What type of vibe is it on? Is it on some trap
It's
shit?
on
Is it
some
on some
trapping
turn
shit.
shit?
It's some street trap shit. I ain't gonna
Okay.
hold you. It's some street trap shit about getting it. Real street trap shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
About getting that bag, getting to the bag. You feel me? Coming from the bottom. That type of vibe.
Okay. And you mentioned project on the way, man.
Yeah,
Do
the
we got a
project on the
title?
way.
Can you give us some?
The project called Paid in Full. That shit fire.
Okay.
Paid in Full. I tried to tie it into the movie. So you're gonna get a lot of shit that revolves around the movie.
Okay.
There's 8 tracks on there too.
Okay.
8 tracks.
So, what type of vibes is this gonna be on? Is it all over
Paid
the
in
place,
Full.
or
You watch
or is it
Paid in
just
Full. You
some
watch
Get
Paid in
Money
Full?
shit? Of course,
some Get
man.
Money shit, man.
Yeah.
I was in a different zone for this take, man. I just vibed out for this one. This was one of them ones, man. I was just on some real street shit, like, just wanted niggas to feel me and feel where I was coming from, you feel me? Like, it was just part of that feeling overlooked motion. Like, I really got it. Let me really pop my shit and give it to these people.
Yeah.
So I'm in that phase right now.
Okay.
So like, that's what that tape is about, Paid in Full. Like, we on some shit.
Any features on there?
Yeah, I just got the Ot7 Quanny
Okay.
on there.
Yeah.
That's the only one I put on there. After that, other than that, they need to feel me.
I hear that.
And we come with Vezzo, you heard?
Yeah.
After that, got a lot of little shit up my sleeve.
Okay. And what about producer-wise? Who'd you work with on this project?
I work with DJ Koos. He a Russian producer, actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Man,
my
they
boy,
got some
man.
heat overseas,
What?
man.
Yo, it's crazy because we really communicated through doing all this through the whole shit with Russia and Ukraine shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was telling me like shit that was going on, like they was fucking with the internet connection and all that shit, bro. So it was like hard for him. He had to make a whole new Instagram account. Like it was just mad shit. I don't know what was going on. There's mad shit going on over there. It's crazy part through all his shit. He asking me, am I good? Like he checking on me, and they going through it over there. And I'm like, damn, like I fuck with people like that. Like He in light of his whole situation, he asking me how I'm doing. I need to be asking him how he doing, you feel me?
For real.
But yeah, through that whole little situation with Ukraine and Russia, we was communicating, like trying to get this tape done, you feel me?
Okay.
So that's my dog right there, we locked in. Shout out to DJ Koos.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah,
shit,
he a
man.
goat, word up.
When we dropping this summer, or what we
dropping this summer. I ain't giving y'all no dates. We coming like that. You listen.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago. Don't ask for dates.
I ain't giving
Shit's
no
gonna
dates.
change.
Yeah, cause shit be,
I just asked for a season.
Yeah, we coming this summer though. Hell yeah.
Okay.
We about to drop. I
was gonna say summer's almost
Hell
over anyway.
Yeah,
You only
that's what
got
I'm
2
saying.
months.
We about to
month
drop.
and a half.
Yeah, we got like what, month and a half left of summer.
Yeah, something like that.
Summer, middle of September, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got like a month and a half. I'm coming before the summer over.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I got to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end this shit all right.
Nah, for real.
For real.
So, what's some of your goals with this music shit, whether it's short term or long term?
I mean, in the long term, my whole shit was just to, feel me, change my situation, better my situation. I feel like through this shit, I could create like a lane, opportunities, not even for myself, just for my people, you feel me? Like, I was just telling my man, it's crazy, on the way here, we was talking about all the shit that people around you could be doing. And I was just telling him, like, just as one idea, like, if I'm around somebody and they popping, I'm they man, and they in these rooms, like they in rooms with people that got shit going on, celebrities that's got motion, niggas that's like popping. Me being me, I would get a fucking phone or one of them microphones and do 3-minute interviews with these people.
Yeah.
If my folks could get in this room, I could get in this room with them. I'm gonna create some motion off of that, you feel me? So it's just not looking like I'm leeching, you feel me? I'm gonna work for you and work for myself around this motherfucker. So it's like, that's the type of shit I be trying to get my folks on, you feel me? So I want to create a lane for my people. I want to create a lane for myself, you feel me? So it's like, we can have options to do what we want, you feel me? Like, we ain't got to go work for no job, you feel me? We actually wake up and enjoy doing what we doing, you feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't, damn, I got to go in this fucking building today. Like, I ain't, shit like that. Get my folks off the streets, you feel me? Niggas ain't got to be trapping all that shit like that. Like, it's just really to change niggas' situation. Bitch, if you leave it to me, I'll be an actor before a rapper. No cap.
Yeah.
I'd rather be an actor. Work me into that. If let me get a movie, I'll quit rapping a day.
You ever did any acting?
Other than like I did videos, like
Okay.
I was in people's videos and shit, but like not no on screen. So anybody, if I fit the part, you heard, come get me. I need an acting job. If I look like I fit the script, come get me. I'm trying to get an acting job. I'm pulling up. Just let me know where to be, nigga. I'll be in Mississippi if they got the job, you heard? That shit paying a sign, an opportunity, I'm coming, you heard? But nah, yeah. I'm just creating a lane for my folks though, man. Me and myself and my folks creating a lane.
I feel that, man.
I'm gonna take it as far as I could though. This shit, we going to the top with it if we could, you heard?
Yeah. So what's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now today?
Get to the money, man. Get off that dumb shit, man. I mean, like, I know it's shit going on out here, don't get me wrong, but like, if that shit ain't like affecting your day-to-day life, like, leave that shit alone. Like, it's money out here, like, it's real money out here, but I feel like a lot of the youth is lost. Like, I feel like a name is more important to them than the bag, like, but that name ain't gonna take care of you, you feel me? Like, it's real bills out here. When that shit pop up the first of the month, it's time to pay this, and a nigga trying to pitch you out the crib, your name ain't gonna do nothing for you. Like, the name only goes so much as far as the street, you feel me? Once you leave that street, your name don't mean nothing. When I leave my hood and go in Bank of America, they don't give a fuck what my hood think about me. They don't give a fuck about what none of them niggas think about me. Like, who? They call you what? The fuck that got to do with in here? In here, we transitioning money back and forth. You ain't got no money, you don't even belong in here. Don't they got security at banks?
Oh yeah.
Because if you ain't got no money, you don't fucking belong in here. So it's like, niggas gotta leave that shit alone at some point. Like, you gotta get to a point where you like, nigga, I'm trying to be something, do something with my life. Like, you feel me? That name shit ain't doing nothing for niggas. And niggas think that shit is. That shit it gets you so far.
Yeah.
The people that even glorify your name is nobodies, really. You feel me? If you ain't getting no money, you ain't out here in this business world, this where it's at. It's in the business world. This is where you want to make your name at, you feel me? So that's my advice to the youth.
Yeah.
Go get some money, get off that dumb shit. It's businesses, you got social media. You could damn near get money doing anything. Bitch, go get a little car and do Uber. Get a Toyota and do Uber every day. Instead of standing on the corner, go do Uber. You will run up a bag. Come back on that corner 3 weeks later, them same niggas gonna still be there. You could smoke and joke with them niggas and slide. All that shit in the way. That's my advice to the youth.
Yeah. No, that's free game right there, man. Yeah. All right, so go ahead and plug your social media. Let everyone know where to find you at, too.
Man, you can follow me on Instagram. It's I am Hunnit Milez. That's HUNNIT MILEZ. Don't forget the Z. It's not an S. It's Hunnit Milez on YouTube, Hunnit Milez on all other platforms. I really, you feel me? Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Those are my platforms. I got TikTok too. Hunnit Milez on TikTok too. So check me out.
Okay. I still can't work TikTok the same way.
Yo, I'm still fucking with that shit too, bro. That shit is, yo, I feel like you gotta be 12 to do that shit.
Them little kids be popping on
I'm
that
like,
shit,
I'm trying
man.
to pay somebody to do that shit or something. Cause like, bro, I'll be like, first of all, I'm running out of fucking ideas. I'm like, I don't wanna keep uploading the same shit. Like sometimes, like I'll put rap shit up there, but I don't wanna always put rap shit up there. Like, I might have to try to put some workout shit up there sometimes, but it's like staying consistent with that bitch. Bro, I'm trying to stay consistent with music, let alone a post.
Working 10 different
like,
social media
is like,
accounts.
so it's, feel me, that shit. Listen, it's a learning curve for all of us, bro.
Nah, for real, man. You got a shout out you like to give before we wrap it up here, bro?
I mean, first of all, shout out to every artist out there grinding. I know how this shit is, my nigga. Like I said, you're gonna go through every fucking emotion trying to do this shit. Don't never think you behind. Work at your own pace. This shit don't work on your time most times, it work on God time, so keep that in the back of your head. Shout out to DJ Alamo, that's my dog, you heard? You know how we carrying, you know how we running, holding that shit down, you feel me? Shout out my brother Ross, shout out Cold Cane Cameron, shout out my city, shout out to Trenton, man, we on the way. Shout out to Jersey as a whole, we on the way, you feel me? It's bigger than that. It's bigger than me, it's bigger than us, you heard? Let's get some money. And I appreciate you having me.
No problem.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Pop out with my gang, you owe me, make sure that bread right. Barely talk on phones.